Welcome to Bay Path University's recorded information session for the Master's Program in Applied Behavior Analysis. My name is Hannah Shamgojan, Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions, and joining me is Dr. Susan Ainsley, who's the Program Director, and Megan Sullivan, who is also an Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions. We're excited to share an overview of our ABA program, including the curriculum available, our concentrations, supervised fieldwork opportunities, and the support available to our graduate students throughout their academic journey. We'll also discuss the path toward BCBA certification, program flexibility, and how BayPath prepares students to become skilled, ethical practitioners who make a meaningful impact in the lives of individuals, families, and communities. Whether you're currently working in the field of behavior analysis, education, human services, or are looking to transition into a rewarding career in ABA, we're glad you're here and look forward to helping you learn more about what makes the Applied Behavior Analysis program at BayPath University unique. Let's get started. Some information about BayPath is that BayPath was established in 1897 and since then has been preparing students for success in a constantly changing world. We have campuses in Longmeadow and East Longmeadow, as well as our strong online platform. We currently have a student body of nearly 5,000 students with more than 17,000 alumni worldwide, and we are accredited by the New England Commission of Higher Education. At BayPath University, our mission is to empower you, not just as a student, but as a whole person preparing for a meaningful career in life. So, why choose BayPath? First, we're flexible and accessible. Whether you're balancing work, family, or other responsibilities, our programs are designed to meet you where you are, with online, hybrid, and on-campus options that fit your schedule. Second, you'll find a truly supportive faculty and staff. From admissions to academic advising, you're never just a number. We're here to guide you every step of the way, cheering you on and helping you succeed. Third, BayPath is home to an engaging and diverse community. You'll learn alongside students from all walks of life, gaining perspectives that broaden your thinking and enrich your experience. Fourth, we believe in an innovative approach to learning. Our curriculum goes beyond the traditional, using real-world projects, technology, and active learning strategies that help keep you engaged and challenged. And finally, what you'll learn here is immediately applicable. Whether you're entering the workforce or advancing in your career, our programs are built to give you skills you can use from day one. At BayPath, you're not just preparing for a job, you're preparing for a purpose. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Susan Ainsley to the presentation. Welcome, Dr. Ainsley.
Thank you, Hannah. And hello, everyone. I'm glad to speak to you today about the Applied Behavior Analysis program at BayPath. I'm going to focus specifically on the Master of Science and the Education Specialist programs, and give you some information about how enrollment in those programs would impact your life, and also what your life would look like as you progress through the program. Our program is a well-established, successful program, first launched in 2011. Most of the faculty that began with that program, including myself as the program director, remain employed with that program. We have really excellent, skilled faculty, excellent faculty retention, and a large body of faculty who serve as ABA fieldwork supervisors. Our program is unique in a number of ways, which I'm going to talk about through this info session. Many people join this program because they're interested in becoming credentialed. And while that is not a unique aspect of this program, there are many programs that prepare people to become credentialed in applied behavior analysis so that they can practice professionally. I'm going to focus on the aspects that make our program a little bit more supportive and flexible for people as they progress through that program. Our program does have competitive tuition. It's a good thing to start with in an info session because graduate education is a significant financial commitment for students. Our program not only has competitive tuition rates, but very supportive financial supports at BayPath that will assist you in planning for avenues to fund your education. Relative to the curriculum, our program or programs have multiple enrollment options for students. The core ABA program is 48 credits. That program fulfills the coursework requirements to become certified in applied behavior analysis. In addition to that core ABA component, students can select a number of different areas of specializations, which at Bay Path are referred to as concentrations. This typically involves adding specialized advanced coursework in a very specific area that will guide and advance your future practice. At Bay Path in ABA, those concentration areas include autism spectrum disorders, applied verbal behavior, organizational behavior management, or trauma-informed practice. Each one of these would involve additional coursework and an area of specialization for the graduate. Our program enrolls students over 3 different semesters. In total, it is a 7-semester program, which is just a tad over 2 years. Students can choose to start in the fall, spring, or summer. A fall start means you would begin approximately early September. A spring start means you would begin approximately mid-January. And a summer start means you would begin approximately in early May, depending on the year. But that's a good approximation for schedule planning. Our semesters run 3.5 months, and there's typically a break, 2 weeks or so, in between each semester's end and the start of the next semester. During that 3.5-month period, students would register for coursework, and if they've selected the version of our program that includes supervised fieldwork, which I'll talk about in a moment, during that 3.5-month period, students would be participating in courses that have that are 16 weeks in duration and include online synchronous meetings. Synchronous means all together live all at once, typically on a weekly basis. The advantage of that, of course, is that you get a lot of interaction with your instructor and your peers while still experiencing the benefit of an online class. Our program is established and successful enough that we're able to offer flexible scheduling options. So typically we have multiple sections of each course available for a student to choose from. Our courses typically have evening meetings, Eastern Standard Time, so students are able to select and adapt a coursework schedule that works for their other challenges and other aspects of their life they need to balance. Let me talk for a moment about the professional practice of ABA and why you might choose to pursue a career in ABA. First and foremost, ABA is an exciting, dynamic field. There are many employment opportunities for people at the entry level, at the supervisory level, and at the advanced leadership level. We've seen a steady increase in professional opportunities in applied behavior analysis over the past few decades, largely due to the intensive advocacy excuse me, the intensive advocacy of families and professionals who've seen the success of ABA services with a wide variety of individuals who experience learning and behavioral challenges. In addition, there's a growing body of research that demonstrates the success of behavior analytic technologies in treating a wide range of life challenges and school, work, and community challenges. As a result of that, there's been broadening coverage for behavior analytics services by insurance companies, including Medicare. In order for students who would benefit or clients or individuals or learners who would benefit from behavior analytics services through a variety of avenues. This has also resulted in an increase in employment opportunities. So in short, it's a great avenue for a career selection because of the interesting nature. I mean, who would not want to learn about and study human behavior and um, how to how to support people that need help adapting to everyday life challenges. Lots of job opportunities, lots of learning opportunities, and lots of opportunities for growth and differing employment opportunities all over the world, really. So it's a great area for a new professional who's interested in human services and education and psychology to really focus their career and assure that they'll have lots of opportunities for employment growth. All right, now let me talk a little bit more specifically about our program and the areas of concentration. The core ABA program that just includes behavior analytic coursework is 48 credits. In addition to that, students can add an area of concentration. I've listed them previously. They're listed again here on the slide that would increase coursework focused on those specialty areas. Typically, when students choose an area to specialize in, their fieldwork and the supervision of their fieldwork also focuses on those specialization areas. The modification of credits is listed here on the slide, depending on which concentration area you choose. This selection would typically occur at the admissions point, but also can occur during the first year of your program. In addition to the opportunity to specialize, the program has a number of other different unique features. First, our program does not prepare students to practice with a specific population or in a specific setting. We really pride ourselves on preparing students to practice as scientists and clinicians in a variety of settings so that your learning opportunities are varied and your career options upon graduation are also varied. Our program includes, as I've mentioned, the coursework required to fulfill credentialing requirements, either certification, which is national, or licensure, which is regional, depending on where you're practicing. Our program also gives students the option of enrolling in a BayPath facilitated supervised fieldwork experience. If students select this option, and most students who enroll at BayPath do, because it is a very unique aspect of our program, students would enroll in a fieldwork experience beginning in semester 2 and be assigned an experienced board certified behavior analyst to oversee their fieldwork experience, including the following of a very structured curricula. This aspect of the program would actually continue from semester 2 to semester 7 concurrent with coursework. Now, fieldwork is required in order to become credentialed in ABA. It's a particularly challenging aspect for many students to organize. Not only do you need a setting where you can complete fieldwork hours, but you need a setting where a person is going to be able to supervise you. And the supervision requirements are fairly intensive. And many students who are pursuing behavior analytic credentialing find that arranging that independently is quite difficult. As a result, in those situations, students enrolled at BayPath can select to do their coursework and their fieldwork through BayPath University. Those students would need to still identify a setting, but BayPath would assist in facilitating the assignment of a qualified supervisor and the planning of a structured supervision experience. Students also can select a program sequence that does not include fieldwork oversight, which includes coursework, as previously noted, with electives. That decision, whether to pursue fieldwork through BayPath or not, is made during the student's first semester enrolled in the program. Another aspect of our program that is unique is that we spend a significant amount of time during the program intensively preparing students for success on the BACB certification exam and any subsequent licensure exams that would be required. Exam taking is stressful. It requires a very specific set of skills, and it's our goal to prepare students so that when they graduate, they are successful with that certification exam. Not only eligible to take the certification exam, but prepared to take the certification exam. We offer continuous voluntary study sessions overseen by faculty throughout the program. We have a dedicated faculty who works on exam prep skills, providing exam prep resources, and really focusing intensively on students who need a little extra support relative to exam preparation. So if that aspect of becoming credentialed is a little bit nerve-wracking for you, rest assured that this program would adequately prepare you both to be eligible to take the exam, but also to be prepared to take the exam. Let me talk for a bit about the fieldwork component and the supervision of the fieldwork component. Most students who choose BayPath do so because we do offer a university overseen supervised fieldwork experience. The way that would look for students who are enrolled is during the first semester, students are oriented to the fieldwork requirements and the supervision aspect of the fieldwork. And then during the subsequent 6 semesters, students are enrolling in and completing a BayPath overseen fieldwork experience with a proposed setting by the student. BayPath and the setting would typically enter into an agreement to work collaboratively to provide supervision for the student. We do provide remote supervision and offer a HIPAA compliant, secure, interactive platform in order to do that. We have a structured fieldwork curricula that allows practice with a variety of skills and decision making and situations overseen by an experienced supervisor. And the experience can be and is often individualized to the interests and the goals of the students, including for students who have chosen an area of specialization. Now, fieldwork can be completed in work or volunteer settings. The majority of students, almost without exception, each semester, complete their fieldwork requirements right in their work setting with setting permission. Some of the activities are done in a simulated fashion. Many of them are done in an applied manner, connecting right to professional practice in your setting. So essentially, you're learning in the classroom, but you're also learning in your setting with the guidance of your own specific fieldwork supervisor. Our supervision and supervised fieldwork experience is further overseen by a fieldwork coordinator and myself as the program director. We provide intensive quality assurance and monitoring of the fieldwork experience to assure that all students receive a quality experience that meets the requirements of credentialing boards. We take the fieldwork component very serious. We want to make sure that it is of high quality, it is appropriately organized and documented, and allows the student to successfully apply for credentialing upon graduation. I've talked a little bit about our class format, but I'll make a couple of more comments. Our classes do meet remotely. Sometimes students are a little bit concerned that they won't be as interactive as classes that meet on a campus setting. We consider our remote platform a campus setting. We treat it as such. The class sizes are quite small for graduate classes, typically on average between 12 and 15 students. They are very interactive. They include lots of opportunities to work with peers, interact with the instructor, solve problems, consider cases, practice content, build content to fluency. They are very, very fast-paced and interactive for everyone involved. Our classes do run 3 semesters per year, as I noted, with with meetings occurring typically during the evenings, Eastern Standard Time, usually with a start time of 6 p.m. or later, typically on Monday through Thursday evenings. We do offer other individual meetings, study sessions, fieldwork supervision meetings throughout the week at times that best supports the schedule of the student who's working full time. I've talked a little bit about the exam prep. I'll make a few more comments. Our exam prep actually begins quite early in the program, slowly but progressively builds as students work through the program and get closer to graduation. All of our exam prep supports are offered remotely. They start at a beginning level, work up to an advanced level. They include the support of all faculty in the program, many of the supervisors in the program, and a dedicated faculty whose role is really to support students in success at exam taking. We do include comprehensive exams in our program, which are set up like mock exams so that students graduate from the program really having good knowledge about what a longer intensive credentialing exam is like and the skills required to be successful at an exam like that. BayPath offers free peer tutoring in the ABA content area for students who request it. We also arrange for study partners and small study groups for students. So there's a lot of support built in and given to the success of students at the credentialing process. Our attitude about this is graduate school is expensive. You're making a big commitment, both time and financially. And therefore, it is critical when you graduate that you have the ability to practice at the BCBA or credentialed level. And so, in order to make sure that happens, we have to really, really make sure that you are prepared to meet all the requirements, including the credentialing exam requirement. All right, so that's a little bit of an overview of the ABA program. Thank you for letting me share this information with you. And I'm going to turn it back over to Hannah now.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Dr.
Susan. I'm going to hand it over to Megan, who's going to work on our student success focused area.
Our mission is to assist students in becoming more independent and successful learners. We focus on a few different areas, including mentoring our students throughout the entire degree by a trusted advisor. Each student will be assigned an advisor every time that they enroll into one of our programs. We offer tutoring. We have access through Smart Thinking and Online Writing Center, which tutors and career coaches. It provides study aids and different tutorials. We also have our Hatch Library, which offers all the academic resources a student could need, from books and ebooks to CDs to online databases. We do also offer career development at the Sullivan Career and Life Planning Center, which offers personal guidance and coaching to assist students with all aspects of career development, from interviewing and networking skills to creating a unique portfolio, cover letter, or a resume. In addition, we offer different career services, which provide access to the Carpe Diem Career Network, Handshake, which provides students access to thousands of internships and employment opportunities. At BayPath, we use Canvas, one of the most intuitive and user-friendly online learning platforms available. Every student receives a free orientation course to help them feel confident navigating the system from day one. Canvas can be accessed from a desktop, tablet, or a mobile app, making it easy to stay connected and on track anytime, anywhere. The platform supports telecommunication and visible capabilities, creating interactive and engaging online learning experience. And if you ever need help, our dedicated online support team is always available to assist you. If you're ready to take the next step, here's what you need to know. Our programs offer rolling admissions, which means the sooner you apply and submit your materials, the sooner your application will be reviewed and the sooner you'll receive your decision. As a part of the application process, we ask for official undergraduate and graduate transcripts, a resume, a short personal statement, two professional recommendations, and a signed program acknowledgement form. We have a preferred GPA of 3.0 or higher, but we review applications holistically and consider the full picture of your academic and professional experience. You can apply now. It's free, completely online, and designed to be a quick and easy process. Don't wait. Get started today and take this next step towards your graduate degree at BayPath. Paying for graduate school can feel overwhelming, but at BayPath, our student financial services team is here to make the process as simple and transparent as possible. You can connect with us by phone, email, or in person, whichever is most convenient for you. We also host FAFSA Fridays where you can get live help completing your financial aid application, which is a great resource, especially if you're filing for the first time or need a little bit of extra guidance. Federal Stafford loans are available to graduate students and qualify for up to $20,500 per academic year. Once you've applied for financial aid, be sure to regularly check your Net Partner Portal, our secure online platform where you can view award letters, submit documents, and stay up to date on your financial aid status. And for quick answers anytime, check out Financial Aid TV or FATV. It's a library of short 60-second videos that break down financial aid topics in a simple, approachable way. You can explore it at any time by visiting baypath.financialaidtv.com. Before we wrap up, we would like to take a minute to ask Dr. Ainsley some of the most frequently asked questions we receive from prospective students. Number one, is it possible to work full-time and to complete this program?
Thank you for that question. Quite literally, the answer to that is yes. And the evidence of that is most students work full-time and complete the program. It certainly is very busy when a person is working full-time and going to graduate school. We do have an option where students can slow down the pace of their program if they choose. It would take longer than the planned 7 semesters to complete, but it certainly is possible. But yes, most students work full-time and complete the program.
Thank you. How many hours can students plan to spend per week on this program?
If students are registered for 2 courses or a course and fieldwork oversight, a student can expect to attend a course meeting for each once a week or a supervision meeting once a week. So that would be a couple hours of meeting time. And then each one of those probably require between 6 to 8 hours of independent work a week. So graduate school is a fairly intensive commitment. One of the things we do in our program is we work with students to help them learn to organize their schedule and manage the time commands of graduate school. It's often something that people need to work at a little bit during the first semester.
Thank you. How accessible is the faculty?
Well, every student is assigned an advisor in their program, as Megan talked about a few minutes ago. And that person is accessible to you on an individual basis when you need them, either by phone or email or through an individual meeting. Also, students who are enrolled in our fieldwork component work individually with a fieldwork supervisor, and that student would be available to them by phone or remotely upon request, and also at an individualized meeting. So there are 2 people that are fairly accessible to you all the time. The faculty of your courses typically are available during the course time. Will not only be overseeing your meeting, but will be interacting with you during the course time. And remember that our courses have pretty small class sizes, 12 to 15 students on average, which allows faculty really significant time to interact with students. So I'm going to say that collectively as a team, we are very accessible.
What is the difference between BCBA certification and BCBA licensure?
Okay. So certification is only provided through in ABA in the United States through an organization called the Behavior Analyst Certification Board, hence the title BCBA. So that is a national credential that that communicates that the certificate has met the entry level educational and fieldwork requirements in order to practice. So it's essentially a credential that says you're prepared to begin practicing. The BACB does not oversee licensure. So when a person applies for licensure, they typically do so after they are certified. Licensure is actually provided regionally. In the United States, typically by the state. So, for example, if a student lives and works in California, they would complete their graduate program, apply for national certification, and then if they were going to remain in California, they would meet whatever licensure requirements California has, which would be different from the licensure requirements Massachusetts has or Florida has or other states. So licensure is a regional requirement overseen by a licensing board established by that particular region. In the United States, that would be that particular state. Some other countries also have regional licensure requirements. So when a student starts the path to becoming credentialed in ABA, they typically focus on certification first, and that's a national certification. It's the same for all students, regardless of which state you live in. An international student who wants to receive a credential would actually have to work through an international credentialing board, like the International Association of Behavior Analysts. They have separate certification requirements. Okay, so summary is certification is an entry-level credential, typically national or in effect for an entire global community. Licensure is a regional credential, not overseen by the Behavior Analyst Board, and varies based on the requirements of that region. Hopefully that helped. It's a little bit complicated, but we definitely would guide students more when they're enrolling in the program in regards to which credentialing requirements are best for them to meet.
Thank you, Dr. Ainsley, for answering some of our most frequently asked questions.
If you have any additional questions about the admissions, application requirements, or the enrollment process, please feel free to reach out to Hannah Shamgosian, Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions, or Megan Sullivan, Assistant Director of Graduate Admissions. For questions related to curriculum, supervision, or program outcomes, Dr. Susan Ainsley, Program Director, would be happy to connect with you as well. You can find our contact details on this slide, and we encourage you to reach out at any time. We look forward to supporting you as you explore your next steps. Thank you again for joining us for this recorded information session on the Master's Program in Applied Behavior Analysis at Bay Path University. We appreciate your interest in our programs, and we hope today's session has given you a valuable insight into the opportunities, support, and professional preparation available at Bay Path. If you have any additional questions, we encourage you to reach out to Hannah Shamgosian, Megan Sullivan, or Dr. Susan Ainsley using the contact information provided. We would be happy to connect with you and support you throughout the admissions process. Thank you again for your time, and we look forward to the possibility of welcoming you to the Bay Path community.